Feeling overwhelmed by the endless skincare products for your body? Well, let me simplify it for you. Today, we're cutting through the noise, especially on social media, and I'm going to tell you exactly the ingredients you need for smoother, moisturized, and firmer body skin. I'm board-certified dermatologist Dr. Sheila, and I've recently created this channel to share my top skincare and cosmetic recommendations because honestly, it's so hard to find good expert advice out there that you can trust. So let's get into the video. Let's start with cleansing. This is probably one of the most important things, and it's just as important for your body as it is for your face to find good ingredients. You want to find a cleanser for your body that is moisturizing and will not strip your skin's natural oils. So of course you want to look for something that is a gentle cleanser that also has ingredients in there that say moisturizing. And also for the body, it's important to find products that thankfully nowadays are sulfate free, paraben free, fragrance free. Not saying that fragrance is bad, but for a lot of people that have eczema or just really need that moisture, you really want to cut out some of the moisturization. I will say if I were to pick one product in your skincare routine, a wash-off product is probably best for fragrance versus like lotions, just to kind of decrease that irritation to the skin. So it's really important to use lukewarm water, not a super hot shower, because that makes your skin super dry and irritated, and you want to pat dry with your towel instead of rubbing and drying your skin out. One really great drugstore product that I love for my body is La Roche-Posay. They have like an AP Lipicar body wash. They also have a lotion as well. I really like the wash because it has ingredients in there to really replenish your skin's moisture barrier and your skin health. So then you can use other ingredients to exfoliate or do what you need to do in order to decrease bumpiness and to make sure your skin is nice and healthy and glowing. Next is moisturizing. I'm sure you guys know moisturization is really important. People usually actually just do it on their face and they neglect their body. So what I personally do is I keep my body moisturizer in the shower. So when my skin is really just damp, I go in and basically put so many pumps all over my body, and that really locks in the moisture. I do this one because I do have a eczema tendency. So if I didn't do this, my eczema would flare up, or I would just get really sensitive to products or certain materials that I wear. And I live in the desert, so there's basically no humidity here. So this was different than when I was living in like Texas or Florida. So it really kind of depends on where you live and if you have these like dry skin tendencies. But even if you don't have eczema, just really locking in that moisture really kind of shows your skin to be a little bit more youthful, glowing. So I definitely recommend it. Really dehydrated skin ends up being crepey looking. So moisturization is super important. And really that healthy skin barrier will decrease the aging over time and will really protect you from using other ingredients on your skin, such as sunscreens and things like that too. One really good budget-friendly, over-the-counter, derm-recommended body moisturizer I love is Aveeno, especially if you have like eczema-prone skin or sensitive skin. They have one that is oat-based. So oat is really great for the skin because it calms down inflammation. So I love this, and it's kind of more on the natural side. And they do have products that are like free of a lot of the chemicals that can be irritating. So if you're looking for a good budget-friendly option, there are so many out there. And for me, I personally like the Aveeno one. Okay, next up, this is a little Dr. Sheila's tip, but if you add an exfoliating ingredient to your skin body routine at least once a week, this can be on the weekend when you do like your everything shower, this can really make a huge difference. An exfoliator would be something like lactic acid or glycolic acid. There are so many products out there that can do this, and they are wash-off products, or you can apply it as a lotion afterwards. So it really kind of helps renew the skin, helps with skin regeneration, helps boost collagen if you're doing that. It helps with hyperpigmentation, and it can really help with something called keratosis pilaris, which a lot of my patients have. It's like the chicken skin or the bumpy skin. So that's basically from not exfoliating enough and not moisturizing enough. So your little dead skin cells kind of get stuck in your hair follicles. It is a form of eczema, and I can definitely get into that deeper in another YouTube video. So let me know in the comments below. But essentially, if you are moisturizing, which was number 2, and exfoliating, it'll help kind of slough off some of those dead skin cells, especially on the upper arms, or sometimes when people get it on their thighs. So that's super great. And not only that, by exfoliating some of the dead cells and renewing the skin, you can help with hyperpigmentation. So it can help renew some post-acne scarring that you have there from like razor burns or just from acne. And it can also help decrease the risk of breakouts in the area. So people that get like little like breakouts where they have razor burns, or on their back if they have back acne, there's definitely other ingredients that can really help decrease the bacteria in that area. But just an exfoliator is a great thing to start, especially if you're getting that skin and sweat buildup. It just really sloughs off and really cleans the impurities that are kind of stuck in those like oil glands. One super affordable product that's a great exfoliator is Paula's Choice. I like it because they'd say what the percentage is. So especially if you're pregnant like I am, you want to make sure your exfoliants like lactic acid, glycolic acid are less than 10%. You can absolutely physically exfoliate the body. I allow this. I don't usually allow it on the face. Skin on the face is so sensitive, but dry brushing is a form of exfoliation. I just think that some people, it's still a little harsh for them, but if your body can tolerate it, especially on the thighs, and you have a really nice soft bristled dry brush, there's a few on Amazon. I think Osea has one as well. I'll definitely link the ones that I've tried and that I have vetted, because it has to be soft enough. And that increases circulation, it sloughs off the dead skin cells, and this is something you would do before you get into the shower. And lastly is sunscreen. So sun protection and SPF products are often overlooked for the body. Of course, I always recommend physical protection over just dousing your entire body with sunscreen. So wearing like long sleeves or long pants if you're hiking, you're out for a really long time. But for the everyday, if you're out and about, or especially if you're driving to work, you definitely want to make sure that you're using sunscreen on your upper arms, your hands, the palms of your hands, your neck, your chest. This is all considered the body that gets the most sun exposure. Since these are bigger surface areas, you can use a body SPF. They tend to be a little bit more affordable, since the face ones are a little bit more fancy and people are a little bit more specific on those, and you don't want to run through your like expensive facial SPF by using it on your body, but you can certainly bring it down to your neck. There are so many great body sunscreens out there that don't feel sticky. The one that I personally use is Elta MD. They have one for the body that is almost the same formulation for the face, and it just blends in really well. If you don't want to use sunscreen on your hands and your palms, you can always use those little like gloves if you have like a long commute, like longer than 15-20 minutes. As a skin cancer surgeon, I am operating on the face a lot, but I'm also operating on the chest a lot for women and men, and then also the arms and the hands, versus areas like the thighs or the abdomen where it doesn't get as much sun exposure. And then on the cosmetic side, a lot of people are coming in now because they're getting, lasers and they're sun protecting their face and their neck, but their chest is looking a lot different. So we do like laser procedures there now, and I'm like decreasing all the sunspots or doing injectables for the hands to make sure that their hands are matching their faces. So it's kind of just staying ahead of that and making sure you're sun protecting these areas that are really sun exposed, just as if you were on your face too. If you saw my video on the must-haves for the face, retinol was part of that. And I don't necessarily think that retinol is a must-have for the body as much as it is for the face. There are certain conditions such as stretch marks or skin laxity that I recommend it for, but it's not one of those must-haves. So if you want me to kind of delve into some of these ingredients or retinol specifically for the body to address stretch marks or anything like that, let me know. In the meantime, you guys can check out that video that I did on my 3 skincare ingredients that you must have for the face. Thank you again so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. And as always, leave any questions you guys have down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll mean a lot, and we'll see you in the next video.